Hey, good afternoon. This is the Professor with Day Trading for Success. So every morning I trade live. This is going to be a recap of what went on. This is actually my third trading session already today, and I have one more to go. And then look for another video released tomorrow regarding the RV strategy with the high stakes traders that I quarterback for. That'll also be out tomorrow as well. Tomorrow. And then today I have the recap of what we've done. And I ended up on the live stream every single morning if you want to come on with me when the market's open, not the weekends. You can catch me trading live at it's 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I actually come on around 9, set up the stocks. We all pick the stocks that we're going to trade. I mark them out. And if you want to just go then and do your own trading, but then I go ahead and trade live. Today was the first day of this month where during the streaming, I actually ended up red on one big bad trade I took, even though I had some other trades that were decent. So then I had to go trade another session. Then I came back and traded with some of the crew here and then got green again, which I'll show you. So I did recover using the exact same large cap strategy. So you stick around, you can see that the final analysis of what happened there, and then I'll do a recap of what happened on the streaming trade. So it should be interesting. Stick around. I'll be right back.
Welcome to Day Trading for Success, where the professor, a former math teacher turned full-time trader and coder, guides beginners on how to trade for a living using proven strategies, breakthrough indicators, and lessons from essential trading books. The professor isn't a licensed financial advisor. Always consult a pro before diving into any strategies or demos you see here. Start smart, practice in a simulator, stick to a solid day trading plan, and don't forget to log every trade. Your profits will start with preparation. Thank you for allowing us to share in your journey. Please remember to subscribe, comment, give a thumbs up, and click that notification bell so you can be the first to receive more of our great content.
Hey everybody, this is I've come back on after trading the RV strategy, traded a little bit with Charlie here. So we had to make up 625 that we lost on AMD, and it's been a journey here. I've been channeling trading in here, and we're almost there. So I thought I'd start the recording for everybody so they could see the finish. So it was a long recovery, really. Took a while. How many minutes? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, so I've been doing this for about 35 to 40 minutes. And I can scalp back. I know I can usually. So I just had to get into a groove here. So a couple of times it surprised me. This was one of them when I was going long here, but I held out. So we'll lower this to 200, and we're going to looking for a dip here at the 331 to go long. I've been doing short buys based on the news, like Tesla's being sued, but I've been taking some longs here and there. It's really getting tighter as we get into this time of day to get any kind of action here. But I would say that I would go short biased here. So I kind of like to see it get up toward the 50 cents before I get in. But time is a ticking, and you start to get decision fatigue, and I just need a little bit more. But I'd like to make that money that we were trying to make today. Sorry I can't just stay with it with you guys, but I have other obligations too. But come back to show you what I was doing. So I might take this a little. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get in there, even though it's not where I wanted it to be, just because I don't think it's going to make it. I think it might retrace, and I can add to it if it gets up higher here. So we're too close to the position to even think about it. So up here, maybe I've got a level there. There's a tweezer move right there at the 62, but I would want to see it turning around. You know how that goes before I add from a quarter of my position. We want to see that. I'd like to see this get to 7 if I can, at 750, so that we can get pretty much back all the money and then a profit. So we're close. It's hurting us here a little bit. So if this starts to turn around, you're going to see me add to this position because that is a tweezer mover. I'm actually going to do it right there based on that rejection that it should reject right there. So I'm half into my position now. So we're looking for this to draw back down to the 30 cents down, maybe to this level if we can, maybe a little further. Let's see what we got here. That was we were even money there as far as the day a minute ago. I didn't take it. I was kind of not focusing for a minute there. Now, I know people can't afford 400 shares of Tesla. I understand. It just depends on what stock you're trading and how you're dealing with this. Of course, now it's deciding to retrace higher than it has been. Just got to wait it out. It's a weird time of day. I don't think it's going to go back up, but it might. It was way down here at the open, so we've got a lot more down possible movement than up possible movement, right? Nobody really knows why it did take off, so I'm looking for the bigger move down. If it starts to plummet, I might add a bunch just to get the big move down and get a bigger profit share here. Going up toward 332, thinking it's going to run out of gas here. Didn't give me a chance to add again, so we'll wait it out and take a lesser profit if it drops. Well, first thing is just get green for the day. So that was 625 that we ended the video off with, I believe. It's messing with us. Might get a big drop here. Let's see. So I'm at 51. It's showing it right here, 66. So very close to my position. Had I jumped into 800 shares, I'd have a nice profit now. So as a rickshaw man, some people might call that an evening star. That usually is a sign of a reversal, although it's not doing that. That's the risk oscillator turning it around. The buy-sell oscillator already turned it around. So, and it's broken a level here. So we should expect this to go down, but there's no telling here. So I'm holding into this move, thinking about adding if it gets to 332 to 800 shares. I don't think I'll go to 16, but you never know with me. For the most part, market's been feeling okay here. Hasn't been banner, but it hasn't been terrible. Here we go. It's coming into its profit zone. It seems like it's going to drop. 67. There's my position for a second on the bid. It's always going to show you the worst position here. So, as far as on the money, each time had I gone up to 800 shares, I'd be in the profit already here. But I'm at 51. I don't know why I thought it was where I thought I was. Okay. Thought I was at 61. It's hitting. All the moving averages are hitting it, and where everybody is, and kind of slowing it down from making the move all the way down. But it wants to go down. You can see. There, finally. Try to pick it up there. It didn't get us. Annoying. Time I'll just do it like that. So, that was a terrible. Well, we're green for today, but let's see if we can make a little money here. Now, I definitely want to trade this short buy, so I got to be careful here, thinking that it's just going to recover and go on a buy here. Yeah, AMD shocked me the way what it did, but and then I thought it would turn around. And of course, that can happen at any time. So you just got to, trust in your ability to scalp. Try not to get too far underwater so you can come back with a little bit of a strategy and timing. I hope a bunch of you didn't get too caught up in what I was doing. This is going so slow because of the time of day right now. Even for Tesla, this is slow. So, now normally I would just buy off this dip, but I would want to see it all the way down here before I buy, because the news is more bad than good. Even though it says it secured the rideshare permit here, that's good. It has a couple of stories back, but then this big sued story came in for racism. That's kind of a big story. So in this particular time, I am reading the catalyst. MACD sends it down as it bangs off that floor. So 331 would be an interesting spot to get in if we can get it there. Or anywhere close. I'm going to go ahead and grab it there. I got it at 08. So let's see if that gives us what we need here. That's only 200 shares, so, well, I hit it at a 26, I thought, but, so we're only $30 green for the day. I can't remember. Did Apple have money for us too? Oh, maybe it did. Oh, that's true. We had a couple of good trades on some other stocks, right? So I think we might be there. Are we there? Oh yeah, so we're very close to the 150 as a minimum, so that's good. Oh, we're there. Okay, we are there. All right, well, that's okay. We'll take another trade. Let's go short off of, if it gets us up here higher, let's take a short off of this right here. We'll see. Not sure how much more time I have left to put this toward the recap now. I'm going to go ahead and I feel confident if it coming off this tweezer move, if I can short it up that high, so I'm raising my share size knowing that I can. So this is still, I'll call this half of my position, even though I want to say 25%. So, stop. This is being respected here, huh? Interesting. It's more of a smoothing intraday level. Oh, come on. You're too slow here, guys. You're eating up time. Do something. Tesla's supposed to be the one that's doing something for us, the fast one. As far as large caps, anyway. Yeah, I would be hesitant to go long. Still, I would want it down here. Just kind of like nearer to its low. The fib. It tapped the fib a while ago. Way down over here. I remember I was in a trade and it hurt for a minute, and then it came back. Seems like it's kind of found its spot even with that news. Really keeps hitting here. It has channel jumped a few times though, so I would be a little too, so you can see it jumping down here. Bam. I didn't really start trading until after that, so I think I missed that terrible move. I might have caught it the right way, I suppose. Here we go. I think I got it at 08 last time, 31.08. Didn't make a higher high. So we'd want to go better than 08 if we can. We'd want to go closer to the, excuse me, 331 coffee. Oops. I went away from it for just a second to grab a coffee. Oh, I got it at I got it at 31. Good. Oh, and then it hit. So it's because I'm 400 shares. I was like, that's an awful big drop right off the bat. Okay, so I think that's going to be a safe move for us. Let's see. I am short biased, but I, at this point, based on the news, but I think that level is going to give us some room. There was $20 for a brief second. There we go. See if we can catch that. Yeah, that's $52. So I know we're over now, guys. So I wanted to get back so I could show you by scalping the same way I always scalp. I was recovered. So I had that one bad trade. And now Charlie is recovered as well. Her trade wasn't as devastating as mine. Because of the lower share size, but I wanted you guys to see for the recap. I think they finally released the recap for yesterday to day 2, so hopefully you'll probably have 2 videos today. And I know they're going to be releasing one of my RV trading videos too, so you should stick around for that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Be careful out there. Hey guys, so this is the recap of earlier today. I'm covering up my actual picture that is me doing this live trading, so you can see me talking here. So we're right at the opening, and I always say, like, don't trade at the opening, but I do it just for the fun, just kind of the thrill of it here. So we'll start off with that trade first to see how that goes. So I'm on Apple. I've already marked out everything, so I took a trade right there. I got into it. And looking to get out for just a small profit if it happens to retrace back up. So there it goes. I got it out, and it was $21. So that's the first trade. So the beginning of the morning that you haven't seen yet, I'm laying out all the support and resistance levels, the Fibonacci levels, and I'm deciding which stock I'm going to trade. Normally, you're looking for a consolidation pattern, and that's what we're going to wait for. So I'll get ready to do the next trade. So I'm on to the next trade now. As you can see, I've switched over to Palantir, and it's really not consolidating yet. Every one of these vertical lines is showing you a 5-minute, and now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, this is just going straight up. So even though it's not the strategy, there is the high right now of day, marked with that dotted line. The market magnet takes care of that. This is the ATR high, and then a little further up for the RV strategy, and then a little further up is the ATR actual high, meaning the average true range. So the logic behind this trade is I'm literally chasing it and catching a dip. So I'm catching a dip and chasing it. It's not the way I like to trade normally, but I'm waiting. Again, I'm waiting for it to get to where we can do the actual strategy, where we need things to start to consolidate in a range, a large cap or mega cap to consolidate. So let's see how this goes. This is the second trade. $21 on Apple at the open. Have 100 shares here only. I've gone in 186.14. And let's see what happens when I get out here. I think I'm just taking a very, very small, I'm just looking for $10 to $20 profits on 100 shares. You look here to see how many cents you're going for 41 to 26. So I got out on a $20 trade there. So we'll see what happens on the next one. So I'm back in again, and right now I'm doing the same thing. I'm looking to buy on the bid, and this I'm not getting a retracement, and it just keeps going up. So I'm just going to chase it for a minute, sort of a momentum style of trading. Went to buy the bid on a tiny dip there. You can see it right here waiting to get picked up. I canceled it because it didn't get picked up right away. And then I got in again. I just bought market to make sure I got in because it just seemed to be taken off. So now that's not normally the way I recommend trading. Remember, I'm not a licensed financial advisor, so you should really do your own thing. But I mean, this seemed like it was really, if you look at the 5-minute, it's just going crazy, and it just seemed like it was really taken off. So I went for the move here, and I was starting to regret it, going, why are you chasing this stock? I lowered the share size to 50 because I wasn't even buying a dip. I was just chasing it, so that gave me room. If that's 25% of my position, it gave me room to add to it if I got it wrong. If it went against me and then started to retrace back up, that would be the time I'd add to half my position. But right now, I'm just wrong, and it's not really showing me anything. Not low enough for me to get in to add to half my position yet. We'll see. Let this trade play out. It's just moving along, chugging along here. I'm thinking I don't want to chase this anymore. I remember my thought, like, why are you doing this? It's too slow, too. We should just wait for the strategy to kick in, which is a consolidation strategy, not a straight move strategy, not a trend strategy. So, again, we're kind of stuck with it barely moving as well, which takes up time where you could be doing other trades. I'm talking about how we wait for the consolidation strategy, and I didn't wait. So I just kind of want to get out of this trade now and then go find what we're going to trade, because it's probably not going to be this. Looking for a double digit on the price, maybe $10 or above. So you can see that I'm 17 cents per share right there. I'm looking away and didn't actually catch that trade. I remember this. I'm showing you guys, and it was a $20 trade there, and it was up to 40 cents here. So I didn't get it. So that was annoying. So, and it went back to red after that. So that's the downside of explaining why I'm trading. I sometimes miss trades. Okay, plenty of time for me to go green now. It's time to go green now. So remember, you can catch this every morning if you want to go red like me. No, every morning at Day Trading for Success, I'll be calling the trades. Obviously, you need to take your own trades. I'm calling for the traders here in the studio, and everybody knows that they're responsible for their own trades and only trade with money you can afford to lose, obviously. So yeah, going against me here, thinking about, I added up. I didn't even watch me do that. So now I'm 100 shares. I think it started to turn around back there, and I went in, and it seemed like it's premature now. So that's half my share size. Now I would be thinking, as it turns around, to go into the full share size. If it's, so my price point comes down as it's rising, and then I can quickly get out. I'm not sure if I do that here or riding it along here. I thought this was going to be quicker. I just would have gone to the end of it. So it's a little bit of pain here. It seems to just be stopping its rise, and it's probably because I started to trade it. You know how you feel that way sometimes. Now I just want to get out. I don't need $20 anymore. So, and I went to talk about it again. Did you see that? And I missed the trade a second time. Now it's sitting there holding. I should have just gone market. So plenty of times to make $20 here, and it's sitting here. I'm thinking it's going to swale up. So I finally did cancel, and I made money on that trade, stopping that trade right there. So I'm still on Palantir going into the next trade here. So I'm looking for the dip here to ride it back up. I've got it at 86.77. I'm going off the market magnet level here and the dip, and I made a very, very quick trade for a profit there. So I'm not liking the price action on Palantir, and I came over to AMD because the ATR, the RV strategy level, is right there, and it seems to be respecting it, and then there's a fib right below it. This seemed like and now we're past the 11th minute. You can see here on that. You can see on the clock too, but we're right there past the last 10-minute vertical line, 5-10 minutes. So this is when you really can start to think about, is it respecting any of these levels? So it seems like it's beginning to. So this seemed like this would be a good stock to trade right here. I'm in 13. Right when I got it, it broke the ATR. So I'm definitely thinking it's going to pull back off of that. Got in really close to that ATR level as it was. So, and I lost. Oh, wow. Let me go back a second on that so you guys can see. I wanted to re-see this too. So, yeah, there it is. I'm getting ready to buy out of the short, right? Market's always trouble, you know, that you could get some slippage. There's not that big of a spread here. I shouldn't get very big slippage. Let's see what happens here. Oh, yeah, I don't know if you saw, but it was at 12 bucks. I think it went to 8 or something, but then when it actually filled me, it was $1 negative. I remember being very annoyed by that because I'm thinking that that hurts my average as well, and I like to keep my average at 90% or above. So that was annoying that that happened. Let me fast forward a little further here. Okay, so there it shows I took another trade right there. Looks like I'm about to enter it here. I'm above the ATR, so let's see what I'm seeing here. I like trading off the ATR level just generally here. So I think this is about to happen, but I went back a little as you saw. It's hard to gauge exactly where I'm at here, but there we go. I'm going to buy the bid on the dip. It broke that. I have no indicators to go by. I have the support and resistance levels and the fact that it went off the, well, I have the whole and half dollar indicator. So I did another quick trade right there and I made money. Had I held it longer, I would have made more money, but I did it off the whole dollar right there. And I'm thinking about now going short off this move as it breaks the ATR and waiting for a retracement back down. So I think I'm about to take that trade. Let's see what happens here. So here we go. I kind of fast forwarded a little bit. It should be right here. So buy the bid off the ATR. So I'm going long again. If it picks me up, you can see I'm about to buy the bid and it doesn't pick me up. I didn't press it yet. So let's see what happens here. There it goes. So I'm trying to pick it up right there at 02. It's not picking me up. There it goes. It's got it at 176.02. And I'm going to try to get out pretty quickly for like maybe 10 bucks, 12 bucks, 15 bucks, somewhere in there. You look at the target was 33 cents. And you can see I'm up or down right here how many pennies. So probably 15 to 20 cents at the most. And that I'd want to get out there. The fact that it's taking that long to even get there is, there you go. I should have hit that and I got out. So that ended up being a decent trade there. So I looked around a little bit and I decided to come back to AMD and this was my next trade. So I'm trying in on the bid right here, trying to ride this on the dip off the ATR to go long on that, but I canceled it. I'm trying again. So right as I got picked up, it shot straight down. So I was in a bad position to begin with. Now this is a long trade, so I'm going to fast forward to you guys so you can see what ultimately happens here. So I'm in 25% of my position and I want to get to half my position, especially when it's going against me, so I can try to lower this average price closer to where the price action is. But I don't want to get into half the position until there's a sign of a reversal. So that's what I'm waiting for to go into up to 400 shares. So you can see the buy-sell oscillator turned it around the bottom of the magnet saying to do it. So I'm basically going off that data thinking now it's going to come back up. Pretty confident. I remember thinking right now it's going to come back up. I'm getting ready to get out. It's probably going to spring up. It's just got to break that fib. That's this last little issue against me. Thinking like, okay, I'm only 19 cents off position. looking to get out of this on a quick climb. And then even if it's just 10 or 20 bucks, just make the trade you were supposed to make in the first place. Don't get greedy. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen here. So that's not what happened. Instead, this went quite a bit further down before it started to go up. But now it's really starting to make its move back up, as you can see, but it went down quite a ways from where I was. So now I'm thinking this is a good time to go into my full position. It showed me now that it's really reversed. So this could end up being a pretty decent trade, even though I was down quite a bit at one point. I stayed in the trade to recover here because I've just gone into my full position. And as you can see, it seemed like it was really going to work fine. I'm worried about trading market to get out on 800 shares because I know they're going to beat me up. So you can see it's getting way closer to my position. I'm almost out of danger. And that's not what happened. So let's take a look. Instead, that was about as high. $70 or $80 down was the best I could have hoped for. And then that happened. And then the MACD, right when I was thinking about it's going to turn around, I think I was telling everybody, it's going to turn around. The MACD showed it going down too. It had broken that fib again. And I was not feeling confident in this amount of share size as it broke, it already broke off the whole dollar and then the fib and then the MACD. And I'm just like, this isn't coming back, guys. This is not pretty. I need to get out of this move and just call this a losing trade. I did not want to swing it for the day, so I ended up just getting out of this and it became a losing trade. You'll see me there get $625. So that's what I ended up down. But I showed you how I had recovered, which was thank goodness. I came back and recovered from that. But that's, a lot of times when it goes down but I think both of the trades that I took to average up, I think they easily could have worked and done just fine. And it's kind of like the nature of trading, right? Where you've got to take these risks. Now, this is a risk I'm okay with, but, you might want to stop at 50 bucks. I don't know what your max loss is, who I'm talking to here. But, this is not anywhere near my max loss. Had I thought this might recover today, at this time I would have held it into a swing. I do not believe that it did. I don't know what the price action is on it right now, but at any rate, it didn't matter. I had to go and trade elsewhere. It was 10:08, as you can see up here, and I had to get over to trade the RV strategy with a group that was waiting for me, and I traded that. Then I came back with our staff here, and I traded, and you saw the results of that already. So it ended up being, a profitable day today, which I'll show you right now. Yeah, so here's how we ended up. I just got it over here. So we came back from that $625 loss, made the money on Tesla, and we had some other wins too. And this is what we ended up being. So it was a good day, but it was a struggle to get here, as you can see from the trades. But it ended up being okay. So thanks for watching, guys. Remember, always stay inquisitive and be careful out there and go green. And I will see you Monday. All right.